Hey everyone, this is Doujin Drops. I'm T, and
Jay,
we're here with another episode, third episode. You guys thought we were gonna be gone, but we're back.
yeah, thankfully, thank God we're here, even though going through all these trying times. Well,
These
I'm
trying
fine.
times, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get our first impressions out of the way. Well, not really first impressions, more like just
Yeah.
what anime were you watching this week, man?
So man, I've been watching Horimiya, and it's really nice. The thing is that Horimiya was actually, surprisingly, man, it actually came out some years ago. Like it's been out for a while, but they never made a real anime adaptation of it. Surprisingly, man, it was a web comic first, like like Nagatoro and stuff like that.
Or like One
And
Punch Man and everything.
yeah, and then it got a manga adaptation, but like it didn't get an anime yet. It got an OVA, but the OVA, OVAs. Depending on the OVAs could be like okay or amazing, right? But most of them were okay, and they didn't actually delve deep into the series. However, that anime, is so nice. Like, let me tell you this, Jay.
I've only watched the first episode. I know you caught up to it, so I can give you my first impressions on it.
Go ahead. What did you think about it?
Well, I actually thought it was. At first, I thought it was mostly geared towards women, like kind of like targeted towards women because not really women, girls, because it was like the sappy love school anime. I don't love school anime. Classic love story in high school anime.
Yeah.
And just the way they introduced the characters. There was like this athletic Chad boy having a crush on this one girl, and this one gloomy looking, otaku looking also guy just there, and just so happens that the girl is interested in the otaku guy. Just based off of episode 1. So yeah. It kind of gave me the impression that it was mostly a like a girls only anime.
Yeah, but this is where you're.
Yeah. I know you told me you actually caught up with it, and oh shit.
Well, I didn't catch up with the latest episode. The latest episode just dropped on Valentine's Day, which is today, everyone. Okay, all your lonely viewers that's watching, and Ted, happy Valentine's Day. But no,
I wish Ted could be here.
No, but the thing is, so what I like about Horimiya is that, like you said, the otaku looking guy and, the popular girl, but, that's where the thing comes into play, where it's basically the popular girl actually, likes to dress down and just be chill, right? But she can't show that as herself, like that at school. And the dude,
she didn't really give me the impression that she was the popular girl at school, though.
I know, but like
that's just based on the first.
She had a cheery vibe, or that outgoing vibe at school. But in reality, she wants to just be chill and laid back, and don't have to deal with her hair as much and stuff like that. Now, the otaku dude, right? Because he already he looks like an otaku. He looks like that nerdy otaku that likes anime and he's a weeb and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but, he just gives you. He gives you that vibe.
But he doesn't actually gives. But he's not that really smart. He has average grades, and he has piercings and he has tattoos, and he likes to put his hair up, so and take off his glasses. Basically, he's the opposite of that. And the story goes off to where she's walking with her. She's at home one day, and the dude and her, they both bump into each other, but they don't think anything of it. They don't think anything of it, right? It's not until that her little brother, I guess, scrapes his knee, and the main MC comes over, and he's like, "Oh, hi, hey, hi, Hori-san." And she's like, "How the fuck do you know my name?" And the thing is, it's me, man. It's me, the otaku dude, looking dude. And she's all like, "What?" And the thing is, yeah, it's like, yeah. It's one of those moments, and the thing is that they promise to keep their other halves a secret from school, because no one at school knows the otaku looking dude dresses like that, or he even has tattoos or piercings. A female MC, no one knows that she's laid back like that. And things you're like, so what? What if a girl's laid back? But she's laid back. When I say she's laid back, I'm talking about she doesn't what she does. She ties her hair up in a ponytail all the time. She doesn't want to do her hair as much. She likes to dress in plain looking clothes, right? and she also likes to listen to anime songs, even though like she doesn't look like she watches anime in the anime itself, like in Inception type of shit. Also, she also like apparently due to her mom
like working all the
always
time,
being
like
at work all the
tradition.
time. Yeah. She's actually a really good cook, and she had to grow up faster, I guess you could say, right?
So
And it's an interesting dynamic.
So my question to you is, why? What separates this anime from all the other like just traditional high school love animes? Like, what makes this one so different?
So Jay, I'll tell you. So here's what makes it different.
Like,
It's like
sell this anime to me, because so far the first episode just left me like with a very average impression.
see, average. Now the thing is that like, you can't really judge an anime by its first episodes. There are some animes that you can judge the anime by its first episodes, but my general rule is, give it 3 episodes first. That's how that's let the anime sinks into you. Sinks into your brain, gives you that bam moment. Like, what's that? Who's that chef who does that? Bam, Emilio. I think that's his name. Anyways, the thing is though, with Horimiya, so it's in high school, right? And you're like, okay, it's another romance, another romance anime, right? And it's in high school. It's gonna be that typical back and forth. First season is gonna be like barely any like character progression or any like even like any progression in the actual romance itself, right? And
right, like Kaguya-sama.
Yeah, Kaguya-sama. That like they milk the hell out of Kaguya-sama. Like and Jay, you told me you read the manga, and you told me that like.
Oh yeah, I caught up to them. Well, I caught up to the manga.
And you told me that like, yes, Kaguya-sama and Shirogane do get together, but it's not worth it, right? Like, it's not worth it. They're still kind of like
they kind of like drag their feet on that, which it's actually one of the things I hated about the series.
Yeah,
how much they kind of like drag their feet, and then once it was, well, we all know eventually they get together. I mean, it's just, I'm not gonna spoil and say who,
but the payoff
who first, because that's what they set up in the first season, is who's gonna confess to who first. I'm not really gonna reveal that, but it's spoiler territories, and I know a lot of people actually care about that franchise. It's just felt that they milked it so much that just the journey getting there was not really worth it. So I want to know really what separates this one from any other one, because I think the only memorable romance anime that I can think of that was kind of like a little bit different was Oraimo, but not Oraimo, god damn it.
You little sister.
No, not that one. That one was actually different, but for all the wrong ways. That one was different for all the wrong reasons.
You guys just discovered Jay's little secret. He's the little sisters.
There you go, spreading false rumors. Disclaimer: I am not into little sisters. No, geez, damn, I can't remember. Just sell me this anime, and I'm pretty sure the name will come up to me.
I mean, so the thing about Horimiya, like I told you, man, is that in the first 3-4 episodes, right? They actually like you can easily see a clear plot progression. Like, the romance is actually building up, and it's actually, it's getting somewhere. It's actually getting somewhere. It's not like, they don't take like 2, 3, 4 freaking seasons just to show that, oh, I liked you all along, huh? Because like, there is there's none of that. There's no milking it. There's no dragging your feet. It's actually like, the anime feels realistic in how it portrays like, teenage romance, I guess you could say, like, or like in anime so far, I guess you could say. Most high school romance animes are kind of like, dragging it. And
they kind of drag their feet. And I now remember the anime name. It was Oresuki. That loves me. That's the one that left a good impression on me. It just, since it kind of sounded like, since it kind of sounds similar to Oraimo, that's why it kind of came out as, it was a slip of the tongue. I hope everybody forgives me, because that anime is infamous, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, Oresuki's nice anime, but the thing is, like, the main character reminded me of how do you guess you could say, it reminded me of Metamorphosis, that hentai manga that no one should read. No one should read that. I will not poison you, viewers. You're too pure. Do not read that. It's
a very infamous doujinshi. Let's how about let's just not talk about it. Let's
Okay,
just move along because you are right. She does look like her, but
yeah. Thing about Horimiya is actually, you see some plot progression, right? And they don't drag their feet, right? There is some tsundere moments, but it's you allow them that, but it moves. The romance actually moves. The main MC is not one of those. He's not Chadicus. He's not a Chad, but he's also not a just a full blown zero out of 10 nerd. He's just like an average guy, I guess you could say. People treat him like he's a gloomy motherfucker, but he's not. And the thing is that the main male MC is also not one of those oblivious dumb dumb MCs. He's all like, wait, she likes me. Wait a minute, hold on,
like almost every shonen male MC.
yeah, there's none of that, and there's none of and at first you see some shyness, but they overcome their shyness through the episodes, and so far it's really nice, and you actually see this very nice couple coming together. Like you actually root for this couple, like both these
So essentially there's progression is what you're telling
yeah,
me.
there's progression. There's not a lot of the BS tired tropes that you see over and over again in terms of oblivious male MC, or like he gets his own harem type of stuff, or the girl is super tsundere to the point where it drags on to maybe seasons if it does get another season of just straight up admitting their feelings. There's none of that. There's just romance. And the thing is, there so far from what I'm watching, I haven't caught up to the Valentine's Day episode yet, but so far it looks like there's not a love triangle, but there's this is like a love tree going on. There's characters loving this characters liking this character.
Yeah,
However,
I mean, it was established in the first episode that I watched that I think it was.
there is one thing though. So far, I'm watching. No one's a crab. No, so far none of the characters are crabs. They have their moments, but none of them are I'm a crab and I can't let another crab make it. No, they're so far I don't see that yet. I may be wrong. Maybe I haven't finished the manga, and I haven't even
and then the anime isn't really finished, so we never really know if it's gonna
but so far that's my impressions on it, man. It's it's different. I really like it. And then the opening and ending song to the actual anime, Jay already knows, there's some openings and endings that just suck dick. They just suck. And
like Golden Kamuy's.
Yeah, Golden Kamuy's opening ending just
more on that later.
Yeah, more on that later. It's just not that catchy, I guess you could say. It might be catchy to someone else, but for us it's not catchy. But for me, Horimiya's opening ending, viewers, if you like indie rock, it sounds like indie rock. It sounds like a little bit like Franz Ferdinand, like a two-door cinema type of stuff. It sounds really nice. It sounds really, and it's very different, because a lot of the romance animes, they always have that stereotypical J-pop idol opening sound thing going on for themselves. Jay, right?
Yeah, most of them do. I mean, I think the only exception would be, once again, we go back to Kaguya-sama Love is War. That one had more like a jazzy, and it was actually really good. Both openings were actually really good. Just my favorite one is still the first one though.
Yeah, I know, I like both of them. The Daddy Daddy Do, and then the Love is War. That is nice.
No, my favorite one was still Love is War.
So
I like the visuals for Daddy Daddy Do, but I guess for me, Love is War was just more catchy.
So Jay, tell me this: you caught up with the latest episodes of Cells Work Black, right?
Oh yes, of course.
So tell me about it. How did you like it? And did you really like how they brought back White Blood Cell?
Okay, what episode are we on right now? Is it episode 7 or 6? I think it's. I'll have to check. I do know on the previous episode of last week, they didn't really show White Cell a lot, but I mean, it was more of a Red Blood Cell character development. It's just this one with the blood clots. Oh, it just.
Yeah, it was the blood clots one. Yes.
Yeah, it was the blood clot episode. That's the most recent one. It was kind of disturbing. I'm actually surprised these guys don't have PTSD from seeing their own comrades bundled up.
I mean, they probably
untangle. They probably do. Yeah, it's like you said, they probably do. It's just, for me, it was very concerning. I was like, oh. I mean, luckily, found a way to get oxygen to the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was very enjoyable. and it ended in a cliffhanger. Like, oh my god, where are all the white blood cells? Why is there
Yeah,
no
yeah.
white blood cells
But you can't
growing?
lie. You can't lie though. You are glad the Mario and Luigi looking blood cells died because like I'm actually
Oh
glad.
yeah, they were the biggest crabs.
They're
Yes,
the
I hated those.
crabs. They're like viewers. I'm gonna let you know right now. They are the biggest crabs. Like, oh, look at you, new rookie. You're happy and you're doing your job. Nah, we're
I
gonna.
hate you. We
I
hate
hate
you.
you. We hate you. We're gonna try to sabotage you. And you're like, dude, what is wrong with you? Leave me
Dude,
alone.
they almost murdered
They
them
almost
too.
murdered them too. And like, damn, how
Right,
big
and
of a crab do you have to be? You're like, can you imagine you're at your job? Yeah, I'm making it. Jay's making it at his job. I don't like that. I better break off part of it. I better cut his like safety rope and make sure and push him off the scaffolding. You're like, oh god.
yeah, but like for me, one of the biggest surprises about Souls of Work Black is how is that body still alive? Like it has like everything wrong with it.
Yeah, no,
Like
like
STDs, what was it? He had kidney
balding,
stone. He's balding, he has kidney stones. He has a
STD.
smoking problem. Apparently, he quit because I know during the anime, I think in the first episode, they mentioned like, "Oh my god, he's smoking again. He hasn't smoked in years, and he's smoking again."
And he's fat because there's you could tell by all this like how dirty the
All
arteries,
those, not only that, but
cholesterol.
I think in the first episode, you see some cells like dumping fat like in the arteries.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
"Hey, get away from here!"
It's just that's just nasty. Now, you are right. It did leave us on a cliffhanger, but like, tell me this, Jay. After watching Cells Work Black so far, sure, not you. No, it is still very informative, just like the original Cells at Work, right? Except there's dark humor. It's in a failing body this time.
It's a little bit darker
Yeah.
too.
However, doesn't this bring you into to like gives you some perspective? Like you should take care of your body more.
Oh well, yeah, of course, because it just like everything those cells go through. I'm like, oh geez, I hope my cells aren't going through all that trouble, which I'm pretty sure they are. But
Yeah, it's a
I'm not
little
gonna
bit
say,
harder for.
yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm the healthiest guy on earth, but
Yeah, me either.
yeah, that's not. I don't make the healthiest decisions, but yeah, it did bring me some perspectives that I do have to take care of my body a little bit more.
Yeah,
Which
we
I
both
feel
have.
I feel like that's yeah. I feel like original Cells at Work and Cells at Work Black. I feel like that's the message. It says, hey, take care, take better care of yourself. You got all these cells that depend on you making good life choices, and over here like overeating, smoking, drinking. I mean, I feel like drinking is fine as long as you don't get addicted
it's in
to it and drink
moderation.
every
Yeah.
day. Yeah. See, I like to think of myself as a social drinker. I don't really like drinking alone, but yeah, I would probably only drink and get really really messed up if I'm with a group of friends.
Yeah, yeah. And with smoking, everyone already knows, the health risk of smoking. But it's your choice. You can do whatever you want. You have the freedom to smoke or not to smoke. It's up to you. No, we're not gonna shove down some propaganda of like all this of all those like smoking
Yeah,
anti-smoking.
it's just I really like how Souls at Work Black is very informative.
Yeah, it's very informative, and it also it's informative, and it's also Hey Jay, I just remembered something. Remember in our schools back in the day, the Dare program?
Ah, yes, those. I think that was a whole nationwide program to
Yeah,
prevent people from like kids from doing drugs. It just made you want to do drugs. Just how lame. Yeah, just how lame all those like. I'm assuming they're like college volunteers.
yeah, but you're like, oh my god, it was just so cringe. Also, viewers, don't do
Yeah.
drugs. And but yeah, like Cells Work, the latest episode of Cells Work Black, it gave us more perspective, and it was actually really nice. It's still funny though. It's still funny, but it also has its moments, and it get left, like Jay said, left us on cliffhangers. But
I wouldn't really say it's funny. It's just
it's dark.
It has its it's dark and it has its action moments, very action packed, and I really enjoy it. It's kind of it's right up my alley. Now, what about Golden Kamuy? Have you watched that?
Oh, yes, yes. I watched it, and I know you caught up with it too. And let me say, viewers, if you don't know what Golden Kamuy is, Jay, tell them the premise of Golden Kamuy. Give them that little taste, the little MSG.
If anything, I feel like it's kind of similar to One Piece, in which they're trying to find this really, really big hoard of treasure, which is just all gold.
Oh, now you mention it,
But
you're right. It's
yeah,
like One
yeah.
Piece.
Yeah, it's just they're. I think they're like one step closer to it instead of One Piece dragging it out. I mean,
Yeah,
I personally never watched One Piece. I do know of the premise. I have a friend that's really into One Piece, and I know he's telling me that they're not even close to finding the gold yet.
I
But
feel
I'm
sorry
not
for
too
the.
sure. That's just him. Yeah, yeah. Now with Golden Kamuy, I really enjoyed it just because of the setting. I like how it takes place in northern Japan in the province of Hokkaido. And
Mm.
it's I think it's like right after it's like before the Russian Civil War. It's still like taking place in the 1800s, like late 1800s.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
During the
so yeah,
Russo-Japanese War.
yeah, it was after the Russo-Japanese War, and it's about this one guy just trying to find the hidden gold just so he can save
His best
not really
friend's wife.
save, more like he can give some of that gold to his best friend's wife that died in the war, so
Mhm.
she can like have surgery to better her eyes. But yeah, overall it's I really like it. Like if anything, it gives me have you ever played Red Dead Redemption T?
Yeah, I played it. I played the beat the campaign. I even played the online mode. The mode was fun for a while. Then it
Yeah, both Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2. Yeah, it gives me kind of those vibes. It has like that Wild West feel,
yeah,
but like
Wild
in
West.
Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, in northern Japan, and I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Now here's where it gets more fun though, viewers, for Golden Kamuy. I mean, like this is not necessarily spoilers because you kind of learn it in the first episode anyways, and it's kind of like the giant premise of it. But they're hunting down gold, and you're wondering, okay, they're hunting down gold. So what is this gold? However, the gold what is being hidden by one of the prisoners of Abarashi, right? Is it Abarashi?
I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check
One of the
that.
okay, one of the big prisons in Japan during that time. And the
Like
prison,
the most
yeah.
infamous
Now
prison.
the prisoner that hid the gold, he's like that. He's like that king of the pirates from One Piece. Like, if you want to know the gold, if you want to know where the gold is, then do this. The thing is that that prisoner who hid the gold tattooed all the prisoners with a code or a map per se, like a code to finding out where that gold is. However, all those prisoners, they eventually escaped, and now it is up to the main MC and a little Ainu girl, and Ainu is like one of the natives.
Native tribes, yeah, one of the native tribes of Japan. Kind of like the Native Americans we have here in America, but in Japan.
Yeah, is like one of the native. The Ainu is one of the native tribes up in northern Japan in Hokkaido,
Hokkaido.
and
Oh, it's Abashiri prison.
Abashiri.
That's what it
Okay,
was.
okay. And basically, viewers, is that Sugimoto and that's the main MC, and the
Shirpa.
Ashirpa, right? They have to work together to try, track down most of the prisoners, and basically just find the gold, and find out where her father is, because the father disappeared during that time. So the thing is that there's a lot of alliances, a lot of villainy, a lot of like back and forth, like betrayal, not betrayal,
Yeah,
and
kind of like Game of Thrones. It's kind of like they form like temporary alliances, and then they just betray each other when they complete their objectives.
and there's a lot of characters in this show, like
Yeah, a lot of colorful characters. Like I actually like the cast and the fact that other cast members are just it's just so much better than like the main MCs.
yeah. So in my opinion, the main MCs, they're nice, but over time, the main MCs are like, you're like, they're not as interesting, but you kind of get tired of the, Ashirpa and Sugimoto. But then after that, they introduced newer characters, like a lieutenant of one of the 7th Division, and then after that, they also introduce, I guess you could say, a sharpshooter, like a good sharpshooter. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna let you know this right now. Yeah, Ogata, he's like.
He's like the biggest crab in the show.
He's not only the biggest crab in the show. He's like that Finnish sniper that yeeted a bunch of Russians during World War II. He's like that. That's how legendary his sniping is in the series. However, he's not only a crab, but he has lots of plot armor. A lot of times when you're thinking that he will die, he does not die, and you're thinking, bruh.
A lot of characters are protected by plot armor. That's the only thing I don't like about that show. Yeah, especially Sugimoto. Like, all he yells is, it's just I'm the immortal Sugimoto, and his plot armor activates. I'm like, damn.
The worst part is, they're like, you think Naruto's Believe It is bad, right? It's cringy. Nah, I'm the immortal Shukimonyo. That
I mean, I think Naruto's Believe It is more cringier than Sugimoto's line.
no, but you don't understand. Like
It's
the amount
just
of times that Sugimoto could have died. Like he's no viewers. He's known as the immortal Sugimoto. Like he doesn't have any special powers or anything. It's just that he has like incredible luck of just surviving.
yeah, it's just he's hard to kill, so that's why people call him the.
But there's so much bullshit that happens. He gets shot, and he also gets.
No, I think the bullshit part. I mean, it could be true. I'm not too sure, but it's when he crawled into that bear den to protect himself. I think I call that bullshit.
They call bullshit. Yeah. But viewers like, yeah. Then they introduce also some other people. Like, they also introduce some other prisoners, like big buff Dick Sensei prisoner, and they also he. I'm not sure if he has a big dick or not, but they just call him Dick Sensei. But yeah,
Shirpa calls him Dick Sensei.
Yeah. And then there's
me personally, he's one of my favorite characters as Dick Sensei and the old school samurai guy that broke out of prison.
Old school samurai from the old, like right before the Meiji restoration of Japan. Basically, this is one the last remaining days of the samurai. So like
he was part of the Shinsengumi, like the not really samurai police, but like the secret police of the shogunate.
Yeah, so basically
that's what the Shinsengumi was.
They have people like that, and they have other Ainu helping them too. And I'm like, wow, it's a very they have a lot of variety for the show, and it's really nice.
Yes.
To the point where you're so like, oh damn, you like the side characters more than the main characters.
Very diverse set of cast.
Very diverse.
Yeah.
And there are also some parts where now I do warn you though, viewers. There's a lot of there is no fan service in here. Now, not the fan service that you're used to. There is fan service, but not the fan service that you're thinking. Is that Bada type of stuff?
It's that reverse fan service.
That Bada. No, Jay, you don't even understand. Is that Bada stuff? It's that big pecs, 8-pack.
Like JoJo's.
Like not even JoJo. It goes beyond JoJo's. I'm talking about it goes like freaking Greek marble statue chiseled. He's like, like the man.
You really think so?
Yeah. Jay, you haven't seen every character in there, man. Every character, even the.
I mean, I have seen it. It's just to call it more over the top than JoJo's, like just how built everyone is in JoJo. It's I think it's a little bit of a stretch.
In my opinion, JoJo's is like muscle for muscle. It's just muscle for nothing, right? But like at least in Golden Kamuy, they have muscle, but it's like chiseled and it's not only chiseled, toned, but also like just out there in your face. But it's not to the point where like it's unattainable. Like you get me? Like they work.
Right.
I'm like, damn. Like you have a little Astolfo, like a little Astolfo from Fate, like question mark going on in your head. You're like, okay.
Well, it's because like for me, the only reason why for me I would think JoJo's is chiseled abs is more over the top than Golden Kamuy's. It's just because let's go back to the second season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I think it was Battle Tendency. Yeah, Battle Tendency. Wasn't Joseph Joestar like just a kid around that time? And he's like so big and muscular, and I'm like.
Also, Jotaro from season 3 was also like big too, so you got that.
Oh yeah. He was a high school kid.
Then in Diamonds Unbreakable and JoJo, they kind of toned it down. They made it. They're like, hey man, we're gonna change it from like big buff Bada looking like teenagers and old men to tone down and make it kind of like a
more normal
disco Scooby-Doo like top of town type of thing, like the 90s type of stuff.
Yeah, like small town vibe.
Yeah. I liked Diamonds Unbreakable. It was nice. I actually even like the opening for it too. It was funny as hell. The memes.
No, I really did enjoy the opening for Diamonds Unbreakable, the first one.
No. The opening for Golden Kamuy though. Oh, dude, I hate it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Both the openings and the endings for Golden Kamuy, they're not that good. They're very skippable. I mean, I all I did was heard them once, and I was like, yeah, it's not for me. I mean, maybe in Japan the songs have more meaning, but since we don't speak Japanese, or
I mean, even though the thing is that they even put some subtitles where you can listen to the openings and endings, but it's just that like even knowing the true meaning of the words. It's not a banger. It's not great. If you're like, it's kind of like, and like it's to the point where you just kind of skip it because every anime watcher knows that once you watch the opening, like you can tell just right off the bat if it's a banger or not.
If it's a banger or not. Kind of like the first opening for Attack on Titan. That was just straight up.
Yeah, like
right,
dude, I
but
don't think the thing is like I don't think any other season like topped that. To be honest, the season now. Don't get me wrong though, the Attack on Titan is really like it is nice. It's really good. Like as the season progresses, is really good. Except that final season. The final season is kind of like it's kind of weird. They're killing off the basic Game of Thrones thing right now. Like they're basically like Randy Marsh from freaking South Park. No, don't leave. I know I really like that guy. No, you killed him. No. You're like, oh god.
Yeah, but back to the anime openings, man. Yeah, well, Golden Kamuy is just like me and you can both universally agree that they were just bad, both the openings and the endings. But just because they have really bad opening and endings doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad anime. That's I know they got some people, just a very small amount of people out there that judge an anime by its opening.
But this kind of it's messed up. But
yeah, it's kind of retarded. But I mean, it's whatever. I mean, some people judge things differently. I mean,
so but the thing is like because
I normally like to watch 2-3 episodes before I judge an anime.
Because you're built differently. You're built differently.
Well, what do you think about the Hololive editions, man?
Oh man, see, I told you about that, man, and you're all like,
I know
really?
you told me about that.
Yeah, you're like, really, man? It was that fast? Yeah, like the thing is, like
I felt it's kind of too soon, but then again, I mean, they're just auditions. They probably have to scout people first, and I'm pretty sure they're more, it's more rigorous, so it might take a while, but pretty much just because of the audition, it's pretty much just a green light for the second gen of Hololive VTubers in English.
So the thing is like so the deadline is March 26th, 2021. And then after that, JST. And then after the when they opened it, the auditions, I think it was like February 12th. It was like like a day or so before Lunar New Year. And the thing is like their requirements, if I can remember, is this. You have to speak English, right? You have to speak English.
Okay.
Japanese a plus. You don't have to speak Japanese, but if you do, it's a plus, right? Now, and then you have to
I feel like when anybody says it's a plus, they pretty much kind of want you to.
They want you to, But if you think about it, Kagura and Amelia Watson, they don't speak Japanese. They're learning though, but they're still popular and they're still good. So I feel like they don't have to speak Japanese. But I guess if they do, they can reach out to the Japanese fan base too. But another requirement is this: believe it or not, Jay. Believe it or not, they don't. Preferably a girl, but they don't, gender wise, they don't really care if you're a girl or not. And I'm like, huh. So you can.
They're gonna try to get a trap from like that one Malaysian Gargura VTuber.
No, I have PP. And you're like, what? But people are into that. We don't judge you. You're into that, and some people are into Astolfo. Astolfo's trending on Twitter.
I feel like you want to talk about Astolfo.
No,
you've been mentioning a lot. You've been mentioning him a lot in this podcast.
Because like we'll mention that later. But back to the VTuber stuff though is that the thing is like it surprised Jay a lot because we also double checked our facts and majority of the English VTubers just debuted like in September of 2020.
Yeah, like 5 months ago.
And then we're thinking, wow, that was fast. But it's a dog eat dog world out here, and hesitation's defeat. Like the last boss of Sekiro, hesitation's defeat. I guess they got to find new talent.
But I mean, I guess it's mostly a business decision because you have 5 VTubers that are making you money, but I mean, if you can have 10 instead of 5, and you're just doubling your revenue, so it could be just a business decision as well.
Now I wonder, are they going to just release one VTuber? Or are they gonna do like 5 VTubers? I think there's gonna be 5.
Because they normally when it's like a new generation, they do like 5.
Now I wonder how they're gonna be like, Jay. Because I'm subscribed to like all the English VTubers right now, and subscribed to the Japanese VTubers like Korone and freaking Coco and all that, really? and even Matsuhiro. I'm actually
You know, surprisingly, I'm not subscribed to any of the English VTubers. I'm only subscribed. I think the only two Hololive members that I'm subscribed to is Akai Hato, aka Hachima,
Mhm.
and Ozoro Zuberu.
I'm actually subscribed to those two. I'm subscribed to more VTubers than you, man. Wow, surprisingly.
I mean, I guess maybe I should subscribe to Kiara because I know she does the Hololive talks when she
Mhm.
interviews when she interviews Japanese VTubers.
She also plays more JRPGs too compared to the other ones. Like she plays.
Yes, I remember when she played Attila Riza.
Mhm. Chili
Yeah.
Reese's in three houses. Like I remember that video that I showed you. Oh, I showed you the video about Kiera looking at one of the side characters from the first Atelier Riza game, and like she just basically put on like a swimsuit, and she's like, "Damn, the thickness." She's like, "Oh,
Oh
my
my lord.
lord, oh." I when I was watching that video that clip, I was like, "Oh my lord, Jesus." I even looked up that figurine for that character. Oh, it was a white skinned character. What was her name? Let me check. Let me see what her name is.
Yeah, but meanwhile, while you're checking, do you think they're probably scouting like other YouTubers like out there for the new Hololive auditions?
Probably because like you know.
Because I think I'm not too sure, but I think Gargura had like a different channel before she. I mean, she pretty much abandoned it already, and started. She's just doing on
But you know
Gargura. But
that's basically up to debate though. You know, there's a lot of theories
yeah,
on that.
yeah,
But
that's what most people are saying. That's
I found
not
it. Her name is Lila Desirus from freaking oh.
Attila Riza.
Mm,
Mm.
See,
And I thought Riza was the thickest girl in that game,
oh,
but
Riza in the second game, she got thicker and
Rizalin.
she got more of a Ada vibe now, and she's older, and I'm all like, mm. Like whoever's the character designer for that, they need a raise, and they're like, oh,
Yeah, and
they're like,
that's just on part 2. Imagine part 3 where she's just a MILF. I'm like, damn.
stop, he's already dead. Like it's like the milk from Resident Evil 7. Remember that Resident Evil 7? Like she's like, oh, she can step on me. And like people are just like drawing memes on that, and they're like, wow, big mommy milk.
Oh, the vampire lady. Yeah, everyone's. I think she's still currently trending because I still see people doing artwork of her.
Mhm. I'm kind of scared though. Like that's the thing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine at the freaking Capcom meeting room? They're like, okay, character designer, what do you got for me? Okay, I have this character right here. All right, cool. Yes, she's a 8-foot tall, big titty, thicky, milfy mommy, Ada mommy, and she's there to hunt you down and to kill you. And then the president's like, all right, cool, character designer. So how will this scare our gamers? And the character designer's like, scare? What do you mean?
What do you mean you're supposed to scare them? No. Yeah, I mean it's kind of an odd choice for a Resident Evil game, but as we all know with Resident Evil games, she might not be the final boss. She might just be the placeholder for the real boss.
The real boss. Now,
Yeah, and then knowing it's Resident Evil as well, that might not be her actual form. She could just be like a bunch of parasitic worms all just morphed into that or
ew.
something.
Or what if she's two? What if she's two milfs into one? Like in one milf, she's no, one milf's like
Damn.
one milf is basically piggybacking the other milf, and then we take it off. You're like,
I think, yeah, I think if that was the case, I think that's probably I guess that would probably mean she's like the legendary Super Saiyan MILF.
Imagine this. Imagine you're fighting, you take off the dress, and it reveals two like thicky milfs, and they're like, "Oh no, you know our secret." They're like, "Prepare for trouble and make it double." And you're like, "Oh my!" And then Ethan basically is all like, "Oh my lord!" And he's like, "Ethan," and he is like, "Ethan, can you hear me?" Oh, hi, Mia, hi, my wife. Hold on, beep. I'm no longer married. He's all like, oh wait. Also, when I showed Jay the trailer for Resident Evil 8, that shit was hilarious because at the end, it shows Chris Redfield. He's all like, Chris, sorry, Ethan. Pulls out a silenced pistol and shoots and looks like kills Mia, Ethan's wife. But then after that, like a second later, Why? And by the way, viewers, if you haven't played Resident Evil 7, that why in that trailer was more emotion than Ethan had in the entirety of Resident Evil 7. But the funny part was, he pointed it out, was that like when Chris Redfield shot Mia with that pistol, that gun had no recoil. And I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, he was the world's. I mean, he punches boulders, man. So he's the world's strongest man at that point. If you punch and break boulders, then you're just that strong. I mean, I don't think any pistol, I mean, can handle that grip.
Man, probably, dude, imagine, yeah, he probably has that death grip on that pistol. Like, there's no recoil. Can you imagine him like just like jacking off? Like, Jesus, he probably just tear his dick off at that point. About how strong he is, punching boulders.
Sure if it was, yeah, I'm pretty sure like if it was a Desert Eagle, you would see the recoil. But that was, I think that was safe to say that was like a 9mm.
Oh yeah, probably. But even then, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh, but yeah, viewers, like it's a ride. But now tell me this, Jay. Now, you and I, been around the block playing, playing 360, Xbox, PS3, or PS4, and stuff like that, right? Or some PC games too and all that. But like, tell me this. How was your experience? How do you see the online gaming like back then and now? Like, what do you see any changes, man? Like, I know you see changes. Everyone sees.
Oh, of course. There's a big difference. I remember back in the day, the PlayStation 3 online services, they were free, and now you have to pay for them. And when they switched to PS4 is when you had to start paying for them. I don't know if it was PS2 or PS3. I know it was one of them. Like at first when it launched, it was free. Like the online service was free. I know Xbox 360 right off the get-go, you had to pay Xbox Live Gold.
I mean, the original Xbox, you still had to pay Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Yes. You're right. It's just I never had the Xbox. I think my first Xbox was an Xbox 360. It was the Halo 3 edition. Master Chief edition. Yeah. It was like it was like orange and green. It was nice. Mostly green.
See, I just had the Xbox 360 Elite, and the first models of Xbox 360s did not come with built-in Wi-Fi, so you had to buy that little bullshit ass antenna that plugs in the back. And I'm like, why is this a thing? This is lame.
Yeah, either that or have a cord directed plugged into it. I mean, I had the wired plugged into it.
Yeah, but then later on, that's when the Xbox 360 Slimline came out, and that's when that's when
they had the integrated Wi-Fi.
Everything was integrated. Everything was like better. And it was just nice. Better storage. Depending on what you buy, but better storage usually. And I think they got rid of the power brick. I'm not too sure, but all I know is that like back in the day, though, I don't think people understand that like back online gaming back in the day,
they didn't get rid of the power brick until the Xbox One S, because I remember the Xbox One still had the power brick.
Yeah, but like back in the day, though, online gaming though, sure, there's still toxicity, like now and back then. Well, back in the day, people were genuinely more like willing to play with you, willing to like and then people still had Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, and or Skype, and like Discord wasn't a thing yet, and like Ventrilo and TeamSpeak was kind of hard to set up, and then
oh, you were a PC boy when you were
I was a PC boy.
Yeah, no, I was just I stuck straight to consoles. I didn't get into PC until after high school.
See, I played all the way to like I played some Team Fortress and like a lot of Counter-Strike Source. That was my only game that I played nonstop. I made so many friends on there playing, zombie map, like modded zombie maps, playing like because like I never played the original game mode, like the plant.
No, I mostly met most of my online friends when I was playing Call of Duty World at War. That was like legendary.
Yeah.
That was when Call of Duty was good.
Yeah, you can't lie though that like back in the day, even though there was some toxicity, people were generally more open to talk, like in game chat.
Yeah, like in the game chat. Yeah,
people still do it now. Back in the day, everyone, either 90% of people were on game chat, and like the people who were on Ventrilo or TeamSpeak, they're like, it wasn't that great, so they say fuck it, just to get on game chat. And here's the best part too: everyone had a shitty mic. Everyone. No one had like no one had good mics, right, Jay? No one had it.
Nobody did. I mean, yeah, it wasn't until like the later half of when the 360 was being phased out. That's when I started seeing people buying like Turtle Beaches. Like most people just buy the Xbox 360 headset. The one with just one little pad, but it was just for voice, and you just plug it up to your controller. Yeah, I know towards the end of the 360 cycle, I had a Turtle Beach headset, and it was actually really nice. I enjoyed it. It was like wireless too. But yeah, but for the most part, I know most people did use that basic stock
I know basic.
headset.
So can you imagine a dude screaming at you, man? I fucked your mom. No, fuck you. You're trash.
Dude, I did remember a lot of kids. Yeah, I do remember a lot of kids fucking my mom back in the day. Like, man, there was so many of them.
Oh, dude, maybe that was the generation that basically molded Amelia Watson as she is. This is how she knew how to ground pound moms. She was a Modern Warfare 2 like player back in the day. She's like, I fucked your mom. I counted your mom. Like, no, please.
Yeah, I do miss those kids though, because I kind of don't like how they made. I know that with Xbox Live, they made it more PC. They made it to where like you can report people for like toxic behavior, and even if you send people like messages with like any curse words, you can get like soft banned for that.
I know
I did one time. This one kid was so annoying. He just kept messaging me. I didn't even know they were soft banning at this point, and I just told him, dude, you're annoying.
What were you playing?
I forgot which game I was playing. I just told him, dude, look, you're fucking annoying, man. Stop texting me or stop messaging me. And then next thing I know, I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I remember because I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with UT. Yeah, I was playing it with UT. It was around that time. Yeah, he reported me. It was remember, it was that Albert Wesker guy, Albert Wesker. He reported. He was the annoying guy that kept following us and tried to kill us with the explosive bullets. But he ran out. Yeah, he ran out, and then we started killing him, and then he called his buddies, and then we just had an all-out war. My God, I remember the first
war. That guys, even though that was griefing and that was toxic, that's what made Red Dead Online fun. The griefers and like, but the thing is though, that griefer was like griefed us and he basically yeeted us. But the thing is, you must know this. Me and Jay played Red Dead 2 way before us. So he's like level 100 when all that. He's like high level.
I wasn't level 100 at the time. I think when we got into that firefight, I was like level 48.
No, you weren't, because you were higher than that. You were in the 80s and 70s.
Because I do know I did not have any explosive bullets unlocked, and I know I was the highest ranked player with us, so I didn't have explosive bullets.
That's besides the point. Is that Jay was the highest person, like highest level person. It was me and my homie, my other homie. But we were like just beginning. We were like barely level 15.
Yeah, you were like level 12 and 14.
And the thing is, like, this guy just griefed us. We griefed back, and we had a grief war. Then, like, he ran out of bullets, so he called his homie. And the thing is, mind you, all his homies were higher level than the two of
us. They were all in Saint Denis. We were like on the outskirts of Blackwater, and they all just teleported to.
They had a full posse too, full posse, and they basically just like they destroyed us, of course, because think about it. Jay is the only person that had like good guns. We had like the Cattleman revolver and like the bullshit ass boo boo repeater, and then after everything's said and done, they message he messages Jay, and Jay messages back.
Yeah, one of them was like, "Hey, you're being annoying. Stop trying to kill us." And I'm like, "Dude, he started it." And I was like, "Dude, fuck you." I don't even know what I mentioned, but
And then the thing is that dude, the Albert Wesker dude, was like, you guys are trash. You guys are trash. But I'm all like, dude, we're low level. What do you want us to do? And then we just
he was messaging you guys too.
Yeah, he messaged me saying that we were trash and like we couldn't shoot worth of shit. But we're like,
because he was messaging me saying, "Stop killing me" or some shit. I guess he was a little kid. I just told him, "Man, fuck off, dude." And I remember I got soft banned for saying some naughty words, and I was like, bruh. I got mad, and I think that's when I learned that Xbox was doing bans on naughty words like through the messaging app.
That happened in Red Dead 2, but things like that, as griefing as that was fun. Like, because like, sure, that was grief. They griefed us, and they were toxic. However, that's what makes Red Dead 2 Online fun. The toxicity, the when you're walking where you don't know if you're safe or not. That's what makes the game fun.
That's because on the mini map they revealed the location.
They revealed the location to everyone, but then also they not only reveal the locations to everyone, but they show everyone on the map. I kind of repeated what I just said, but like they do that, and and you can grieve people, and you can also like whenever you do like jobs, you can also like prevent them from doing jobs or like steal their load and like do the job and steal their steal their bounty, and that was fun, or destroy their cargo and stuff like that. That was fun. However, a lot of people did not find that was fun, so they kind of complained, meh, 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 and Rockstar basically updated the game to where you cannot see anyone on the map unless they're in very, very close.
Yeah, they're like close proximity to you.
So and then like that made it less fun because less griefing, and then after that, well, unless you bump into someone,
it just got boring. Yeah, then after a while, I just maxed out my level, and there was like nothing to do. And
I got to the point where like I was high enough level. I basically made another character, and then I made another character, and then it was good. But it's just that Red Dead 2 got boring, and
yeah, I don't think you necessarily can max out your level because you just keep going after level 100, level 200, but it's just after a certain amount of level progression, you just pretty much unlocked everything in the game, and just it's just straight up boring.
And the thing is all like, see, the toxicity is what makes the game fun, but also it's also like it's like a double-edged sword. Like it there's pros and there's cons, but like after Rockstar made that update, Red Dead 2 just got boring, and then Jay was high enough level where he basically unlocked everything. So like when they had a new gun or a new mount unlocked, he already unlocked it. He's high enough level. There's no end game content for you, and then like playing when they introduced the bounty hunter jobs and the trader and stuff like that,
it got slightly fun, but after like less than a month, you pretty much already did everything,
and you're bored and all that. Now I do agree that the Moonshiner mission was really fun. It was those tax boys. Ooh, revenue man.
You couldn't really do the missions until you bought like a house or something.
But overall though, like Red Dead 2 was online was fun the first few months, and then after that it died. But like online game though, like it's not what it used to be, because like back in the day when I played when World of Warcraft first came out, I did not have money, so like I basically got the 14-day free trial or 7-day free trial, and I played online. I made a bunch of friends. However, because I had the free trial, I could not add anyone to my friends list, and I was sad because I was like, whoa, damn. And they taught me a lot of things, like they would taught me what LOL meant, what LMAO meant, what everything meant. No, all those abbreviations. I'm like, damn. I didn't know. I
didn't learn those until high school.
Dude, I learned that during the World of Warcraft days, and then after that, the Counter-Strike Source days. Oh, dude, Counter-Strike Source, in my opinion, was the best because they had like, sure, they had the destroy the plant the bomb and defuse the bomb modes, right, and the usual hostage situations, right. Those are the main two modes. But the modes everyone was playing was the modded zombie modes. The modded zombie modes, the surfing mode. The surfing mode is basically your character kind of like get on these like inclines. You kind of float through air. It's very hard to explain unless you play it. And then then they have like RPG type of maps and like type of game modes. Like they're all modded, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, mods were crazy on that, and that was amazing. And then after that, dude, can you imagine, man? Like there is a spray paint. You know how you can spray paint in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? The thing is, Counter-Strike Source, you can upload any image you want and you can spray paint it in the game. So imagine, I'm spray painting anime girls, right? Spray painting anime girls through that and on stuff. And then this dude's spray painting. He's spray painting like a dude cum shotting on you, And I'm like, ew.
See, the thing is, by the time I got around Counter-Strike, the Counter-Strike franchise, I was already so used to like Call of Duty and Battlefield that I couldn't get used to the fact that you couldn't aim down the sight, because I know with Counter-Strike you could just hip fire unless you had a sniper rifle. But
yeah, you just crouch to like do that though.
Yeah,
I mean Halo still can't hip fire. Hip fire. They still hip fire, but they can't aim down the sight, and it's kind of.
I think the only I know Halo was like the best game on Xbox and Xbox 360. It's just I don't really like how Halo jumped hands to that Studio 343. I think they ruined the series.
See, for me, I think they ruined it once they hit 5. Halo 4 was like...
You actually liked Halo 4? Because I thought it was garbage.
Graphics were nice. They changed... Dude, they changed up the multiplayer. You gotta realize, man, when you play original Halo multiplayer, say if you're playing Team Deathmatch, right? If one of your homies rage quit, there is no filling in that slot. That you're just one man down, that's it. While Well, in Halo 4, they fixed that to where like whenever someone rage quit, they can fill in that spot. So like it won't be unbalanced, and they added all the they.
I mean, I think they fixed that in the Master Chief Collection too.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
too
like,
sure about that.
I like the graphics. I like how they changed. They tried something new, and when you try something new, man, not everyone's gonna like it. But at least I like Halo trying something new, because if Halo stuck to the same old formula, man, they're not gonna do it. It's like Gears of War, man. Gears of War, they changed, but they changed for like the worst, and then kind of like it's kind of like now. It's not what it used to be. You get me? Yeah. But yeah, man.
Overall, I mean, I do feel like the day, back in the days, online gaming, like you had your nostalgia moments.
Yeah.
Overall, like I feel like things just got more streamlined, more simplified nowadays, and it's not necessarily bad. That's not necessarily bad.
Because like Discord's amazing, man. Because like it's just easy. Install Discord to make your account, and then just you can either DM the guy or you just make a server and just a bunch of people get in. It's so freaking simple. And Discord's not just for just talking. You can also like text people. You can make channels just for like almost like subreddits in a way. You can even screen share to people. It's just amazing, and you can make
if anything, the only thing I don't like about gaming nowadays is just how censored it can feel sometimes.
I mean, it's what it is at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no stopping it. I mean, I honestly just can't imagine what it'll be like in the future when everybody just cloud games, when cloud gaming becomes like more relevant.
For me, cloud gaming is like, I don't think it's there, and like I know there was the Stadia, right? But like I don't feel like we're there yet for cloud game. I don't feel like we're there yet. I feel like it has to be like a couple more years, and like for the cloud gaming to like get all the kinks out first, then reveal itself. I mean, it already revealed itself, but I just don't think it's ready. The world's not ready, and cloud gaming is not like.
Right, I mean, I think even Google's trying to give up on Stadia as of right now. As of recording, it's Valentine's Day 2021, and I think earlier this month, or I think during the middle of January, I think Stadia announced that they were closing a bunch of their first-party studios that were exclusively making games for Stadia, and they shut them down. So Google is a company known for like trying things out, but if things don't work out like right off the get-go, they pretty much just cancel them. And with Stadia, when it launched, it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
I know Amazon stepped it up and launched Amazon Luna, so I was thinking that would convince Google to like step up and just kick Stadia into overdrive, but no, apparently it did the opposite.
No, right now, Google Dio, and Amazon is Jojo. They're like, it's like, oh, so you're approaching me instead of running away, and then they're like, Amazon's like, I can't beat your ass without getting closer, and Google's like, ho, they come as close as you want, and they're duking out with the cloud gaming. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that wraps up today, man. I think that's about it, Jay. What do you think?
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to mute. I had a call. Yeah, I think that wraps up episode 3. Kind of a shitty way for me to wrap up the episode like this. I'm getting a call, but yeah.
Your wife, Jay.
Oh, I wish.
We all wish.
Fuck you for reminding me. But yeah.
Yeah, no worry.
I guess happy V-Day, everybody. Let's not forget the veterans. Victory in Europe Day. Yeah, I know that's like sometimes later, but I just hate Valentine's Day because it reminds me of.
Who knows? What if some of our viewers are watching Amelia Watson right now and are on a dinner date with her live stream? Anyways, guys,
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
All right, later.